The disappearance of Simon Shotton, a Bournemouth horror. Bournemouth, United Kingdom. A city known for its peace and beautiful coastlines. But in 2023, something happened that shook not just Bournemouth, but the whole of the UK. A terrifying story was written that day. The story of Simon Shotton. Simon Shotton was the victim, a man lost in the dark world of drugs. And the killer? His name was Benjamin Atkins, a man filled with anger, addiction, and madness. This story is not just about a brutal homicide case. It's a warning sign to society how drugs, mental health, and toxic relations make a normal person vulnerable. Who was Simon Shotton? Simon was 49 years old. His past was not good. He used to live in Ipswich, UK, but he got caught in the world of drugs and started dealing with dangerous drug mafias. Because of this, he also went to jail. Even after getting released, his life didn't become better. The drug mafia started threatening him because he owed them $10,000 and couldn't pay it back. Scared and helpless, Simon fled from Ipswich and moved to Boscombe, a small area in Bournemouth. He had no home, no friends, and no support. For a while, he lived on the streets, but later, he got permission to live in an abandoned hotel named Montbijou Hotel without paying any rent. But Simon didn't stop using or selling drugs. In fact, he started supplying drugs from that hotel. When the owner found out, Simon was kicked out. Homeless again, his life was becoming worse day by day. Then came Benjamin Atkins and his girlfriend Debbie Pereira. They met Simon and gave him an offer. Come live with us, but in return, you must give us drugs regularly. Simon was homeless and scared, so he had no option. He agreed to their deal. But this decision became the biggest mistake of his life. Atkins and Debbie were drug addicts. They regularly used heroin and crack cocaine. They allowed Simon to stay in a tent in their garden, not even inside the house. Sometimes he was allowed to sleep on the sofa, sometimes outside. It was a sad, inhuman way to treat someone. But soon, the relationship between Simon and Atkins started turning bitter. They fought often, mostly about drug supplies. Atkins used to say that Simon was not giving enough drugs. Tensions were rising. Then came August 18th, 2023, a date Simon didn't survive. That night, there was a small fight, again about drugs and money. But this time, Atkins lost control. In a fit of rage, he attacked Simon. This wasn't just a murder. It was a violent and horrible act. Even forensic experts were shocked. Atkins didn't just kill Simon. He cut his body into pieces using a hacksaw, burned some parts in the garden, and put the rest in plastic bags and a suitcase. And during all this, Debbie Pereira was right there. Was she scared? Or was she equally involved? That's still a mystery. August 26th, 8 days later, people walking on Manor Steps zigzag footpath found 2 human legs. Everyone was shocked. Police were confused. A few days later, in Boscombe Chine Gardens, they found the torso. Then, in February 2024, a skull fragment was discovered in Walpole Lane. Simon's body was found in pieces, slowly, from different places. It was like his life was being rebuilt, but in a horrifying way. The evidence. The case became stronger when CCTV footage showed Debbie selling Simon's phone. This wasn't the first time. Both Atkins and Debbie used to steal things and sell them. Even the hacksaw, the murder weapon, was stolen by Atkins from a shop. More evidence? During flat cleaning, police found bloodstains, and forensics confirmed it was Simon's DNA. Police also used covert audio recordings, where Atkins was heard talking casually about the murder without any guilt. For him, it was like a joke. But for others, it was a nightmare. The court's decision, May 26, 2024. Benjamin Atkins was found guilty of murder. Debbie Pereira was found guilty of assisting the crime. On July 26, Benjamin was sentenced to life imprisonment with a minimum of 19 years in jail. Debbie got 4 years of prison. Maybe it was less, but the law had spoken. Later, during the investigation, Debbie claimed that Atkins had paranoid schizophrenia, a serious mental illness. But nobody knows how true that really was. Simon Shotton, a man forgotten. Simon was just a name. Maybe the world would have forgotten him. But his death told us a deeper truth. Sometimes humanity dies long before the body does. Atkins killed Simon, but Simon was already broken by the world, by addiction, fear, and loneliness. This wasn't just a murder by knife or hacksaw. This was a murder caused by drugs, greed, and frustration. In this story, every broken piece of the body, every drop of blood, and every lie finally told the truth. This was not just a killing, it was the burial of a broken soul by someone even more broken.